Hey, how's it going, everybody? Excuse the quality. I hope all is going well. This relates to semi-controversial stuff, so I'm bringing it to this channel. Now, the question is coral, stage coral I've been talking about, which has to do with psychological evolution. Does it involve pedophilia and incest? Now, this is a real discussion, I'll tell you why. Because as you evolve, you become more you. You dissolve the ego and you become more you, which means that what your desires are already are on the table. Plus, there is this concept that that this stage of psychological development is a turnaround of both beige and red. You're cycling back to earlier stages. When you were primitive, you didn't care about ideas and concepts, what you should and shouldn't do. So it's very possible this stage coral, many people will start getting pedophilia desires because you're not differentiating, oh, I shouldn't be having relations with this person at this age. I should, because you're less about the intellect and more about the intuition. It doesn't mean you're not smart. You would advance to a new stage of intellect, but it just means this is a function of coral, of the stage coral in spiral dynamics, that you won't differentiate as much between things because you've lost that ego of differentiation. It may come back in some fashion, probably in a more evolved way in the upper stages, teal and aubergine / mandarin, but it won't. It'll be a whole different ballgame. We're cycling around, so that could be why this is coming back into the generation, both incest and pedophilia, because those relate to differentiations. Also, we talked about how beige is primal instincts, so you regain primal instincts in a new phase. It's just in a new phase of evolution that hasn't made differentiations yet of what is wise and what isn't wise, and that may or may not repeat itself. So that's important to recognize. But to those who are not aware of spiral dynamics, it was the original founders or creators was Claire Graves mainly, and it was expounded upon by Don Beck. And Ken Wilber introduces spiral dynamics integral, which is kind of an offshoot or just a parallel that looks more into the mystical side of conscious development through the psychological stages, and it's not linear, but it's definitely worthwhile to investigate. So there you have it. You might see a rise in pedophilia and incest as a result, because of this new phase of consciousness that we're entering into as a society.